Hello everybody, and welcome back to another Saturday evening with another fantastic episode of Mythos Vanesia Nightfall. Today we are on episode 11, The Darkening Cloud. Welcome back everybody. For those of you who may be new to the channel, every Saturday we have D&D night, my ongoing campaign Mythos Vanesia Nightfall. Tonight, the Cardinal Argi have uncovered some very interesting secrets beneath the city of Asadosh, and it appears that they are making ready to face down a powerful foe. Before we get into tonight's session, as players are still on their way, we have another 30 minutes before the session starts. Let's go over some quick announcements really quick. If you look up at the top of the screen, you'll see that our ongoing goal is still active, $1,200. We are more than halfway there. We're sitting at a solid 62% now. 37 days left to raise that $1,200. This is going to help fund the move for Chi and I to Nebraska. Also, if we hit that $1,200 goal, I'll be doing a 24-hour maid stream, as well as a 12-hour bikini stream, VR hangout, and getting a nice, delicious commission of my character Rex for everybody to enjoy. Hello, Slev. How are you doing today? Oh, you have your new computer all set up? Ah, excellent, excellent. Even more stunning than before. Well, thank you. I'm glad that my camera decided to cooperate. It was, being a little bit finicky earlier, but things seem to be settling in, and we just hope that it's going to stay that way. Right, continuing with the announcements. The music that you're listening to now, and the music that you'll hear during the session today, most of it at least, is courtesy of Ian Fisher at Tabletop RPG Music. That's Tabletop RPG Music on YouTube and on Patreon. Please give them a look. They make amazing, fantastic tracks. Plus, if you subscribe to their Patreon at $4.50 a month, or £3 British, $4.50 per track. You can limit how many tracks you pay for each month. You will get to make suggestions in their Discord for upcoming tracks, which I have done. So we shall see what marvelous new content he puts out in the future. Tomorrow will be my day off. I'm uncertain as to when we will be having Homebrew Helper and Living Lore segments returning, but do stay tuned for more information on that. I would like to continue expanding the D&D content on my channel. It's just been a little bit difficult to keep up with the work that is involved in all of that. Hello, Aelin.
Hi.
Welcome in, my dear. Other things, gosh, what else? Oh, keep an eye on the merch page. We do have some new stuff planned for that. Nathrisa has been working on some fabulous art, and I have some suggestions that I wanted to put forward for that. So we will possibly be expanding our merch store soon. For now, though, you can enjoy the delicious and devilish shirts and our Angel of War line. I think that's going to be just about it for tonight. Oh, well, last thing, be sure to check out our own Patreon, patreon.com/thegrinninggamer. For $3 a month, you can get access to custom homebrew content that is used in this campaign. And on that note, very soon we'll be taking a pause from the overarching campaign and doing a little one-shot, during which I am going to take the extra time to work on a mass combat system for our campaign. When that's finished and implemented in our campaign, it will then become available on our Patreon to subscribers. So please take a look at that. Anyway. For now, we've got a little bit of time just to chill with our followers. So, Aelin, how was your day today?
I got chili.
You got chili?
I got Fritos and chili.
Oh my god. So, funny thing. My roommate made chili yesterday. I made chili today. Everybody's fucking making chili. It's chili season, everyone!
Apparently.
Yeah, apparently so.
On chili day.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of, let me check and make sure. I don't know if my boyfriend removed it from the stove yet. Looking good, everybody. I made enough chili to last a month. I had to use 2 pots.
That's a lot of chili.
Yup. The recipe called for a fuck ton of shit. I had to use like 3 pounds of beef, 2 pounds of chorizo, a pound of bacon.
Jeez.
Like 6 cans of beans.
That was a Latino mom recipe that you got?
Probably, yeah. Who knows? I don't know, but it called for half a cup of chili powder. I put a little bit less than that. I think it's spicy enough already with the jalapenos in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, it said 20 servings. I called bullshit. I say it's at least 30. So, anyway. I'm nervous for tonight's session. I spent hours making fucking chili, and so I didn't get to do the things that I wanted to do. I was going to draw a custom battle map for this fight like I did for Ifrit, or not. Why do I keep saying Ifrit? For Bellius.
Because
Fire Asper. Yeah. Anyway.
The Fire Primal Asper.
Yeah, it's Final Fantasy always has summons. Yes, okay, the Aspers are based off of Final Fantasy 12 Aspers. Sorry, everybody. But I wrote the custom monsters myself. Oh, speaking of, that's another thing I should put on the Patreon. I need to start releasing all of the custom content that I made for our campaign through there. Because
yeah, like the Montefeus.
The what?
Montefea? I'm pretty sure that's what it's called.
Oh, the Montefea, yeah. Yeah. I need to remember where I put that document, or if I just sent it to you guys as a message. Hopefully, I have a document on it.
It wasn't written because we had never... So, Valoran had one, of course, while we were fighting him. But, no one else... we never got the stats for it because we could not buy it because it's a elven noble item. That's
right. I'll let you in on a little secret. The way that it works is you expend a spell slot when you draw it, and according to the spell slot that the level of the spell slot that you spend, the sword does that many d4 on a hit.
Oh my god. So you could expend a 9th level spell.
Yeah, you expend a 9th level spell. I mean, kind of a waste of a 9th level spell. There's much more powerful 9th level spells.
True.
But yeah, 9th level spell slot, then you're rolling 9d4 on each hit. Hello, Adam. How are you doing? Yeah, but the damage is force damage, so that's always spicy, because not many things deal force damage. Not bad. Good to hear, Adam. Good to hear. I am hyping myself up for the session, and hoping that it goes well. I mean, there's a chance that you guys don't fight Bellius. God fucking damn it. My brain today. That you guys don't fight Famfrit, because you could you could just decide to leave that for later. Nobody's opened the door yet.
I feel like we see it, we need to conquer it.
Hello,
I'm gonna.
Apasund. I saw your message in the Discord. No worries. Just relaxing, Adam. Good, good. Well, relax to our intense session. At least I think it's gonna be intense. It's gonna be intense one way or another. Let's be honest. So, I was looking at music for a thing. Let's see. I've been super frustrated today because I just didn't have the time to do the things that I wanted to do. Be a good way to doze off, listening to the Queen's voice. Ah. Why, thank you. One of the things I didn't get to do was find the music for the scenes. Well, let's just quickly open all of my playlists. That's not it. There's Chronicles of Mythos. Okay. We're just going to quickly thread my audio so that this doesn't get picked up and you guys don't have to listen to me paging through a bunch of shit. I need intensity. Stream, tell me if you can hear this, by the way. If you cannot hear the music that I'm listening to, that is intentional at the moment.
Oh, for a second I was like, I don't hear anything, but that's because I have stream muted.
Yeah, which makes sense. You don't want to hear me twice.
And if I only listen to you on stream, then there's a delay.
Yeah, which is not good. Not for our purposes.
It's like no one else. Wait. Oh yeah, no one else shows up today, and it's like, all right.
Better not do that to me today.
Aelin playing.
I would be, today of all days, I would be very, very upset with people if they did that.
You have no idea what I've done. All the work. Oh man, I am not sure what kind of mood you're going for with Famfrit. Like, I have an idea, but like in terms of music.
Oh, it's okay. I found the music that I need.
Oh, I'm thinking Mathiel vibes.
Thinking what?
Mathiel from Diablo.
Oh, I don't play Diablo.
Oh, he's the Angel of Death.
Gotcha. We're just gonna stick that in here.
Also, sorry everyone if I'm sniffly. Just had spicy chili.
Yeah, that'll clear the sinuses.
Wait, why did I open my camp? Open this one with Aylin's character sheet.
Nice.
I'm a little worried if anything ever happens to like Roll20, or World Anvil, like all my shit's gone.
Oh, trust me, World Anvil ain't going nowhere. I've seen how much money they make.
Really?
Well, I haven't seen how much money they make, per se, but I have seen how many people are subscribed at, like, the high tiers. Because I'm in the Discord, and, like, the higher tiers are, like, $100 to $300 per year. Which I'm at one of those tiers. I paid for mine a while ago in advance, and I have the $100 tier. It gets a lot of awesome like beta features to it. Anyway, hi Abasant.
Hello, I can actually hear now.
Yay,
Hi.
and we can hear you.
That's amazing.
Hi, babe. Thank you for the sub.
Oh, finally.
He's always been my sub. Woo.
I am existing and functional, I think.
Oh, good. I'm hoping that I'm functional today. Me giving you my sub isn't anything new. Ooh. True. He's sitting over there. Well, thank you anyway, baby. Might as well, you know. He's got Prime, so it's like giving a little bit of money. It's like getting a little bit of money back subbing to my channel, you know. It's like ooh, like we're getting a discount on Prime, basically. Oh, so, Abasant, you excited to find out what the fuck is going on?
Oh yeah, that's my usual state. What's happening?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And trying to give wisdom where I can.
Yeah.
I'm also going to forego the voice change because I don't feel like it makes much of a difference.
Yeah, that's fine. But you should still send me the link to that, so that I can use it for things. Because I want to dick around with it and like see if I can get like echoey effects and like god voices and stuff. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Simple voices, I need the practice on, but like, you know, the mysterious effects, I need those.
Right, yeah, like the ones I was doing.
Mm-hmm.
I just got back from running a one shot today.
Ooh,
Actually,
tasty.
yeah. Oh goodness, it was for 2 first timers and 1 person. This was their 3rd game ever.
Oh boy, how did that go?
So
Alright.
it actually went really, really well. I like a week or 2 ago, I asked them what kind of things do you want to see, and it was like murder, mystery, exploration, and so here's some NPCs that'd be hilarious. Like, nope, this one's absurd, can't do it. Like I hadn't done a murder mystery before. Let's see what I can figure out. And it was like, man, I got there like at 10:30. We started playing at around 11. Took a little break for food and wrapped up around 8-ish, and another 45 minutes just talking about the stuff that they wanted to have questions about. So I ran for like 8 hours roughly.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, wow. That,
It was-
I love that.
I still want to do a murder mystery one-shot. I saw, what was it? Dimension 20 did like a murder mystery plot. It was like of mice and something. And first of all, because it's Brandon who was running it, what's his name? Brandon something. But you know the one I'm talking about, right, Aelin?
What?
You know Dimension 20, right?
No.
What, really?
Not off the top of my head. Hold on. Funny. Oh, wait. Oh, yes, I do. Yep.
Yeah. So because it was him running it, of course, like, half of it was hilarious, but it was also, like, intensely mysterious. Like, there were clues everywhere and, like, just subplots upon fucking subplots going on. And on top of that, they had a whole goddamn, like, 3D... they had a whole goddamn, what is it? Like, a mini house built and everything.
Wow.
Which they didn't use during the campaign because it was done during like the early stages of the pandemic, and so they were all remote. But they did it in post, like moving the characters around. And I just want to, like, literally after watching that, I went and fucking bought a bunch of materials for making models. Because I was like, I'm gonna do that. I never did, but I still want to, like, run a fucking murder mystery that intense. That would be cool. I want a million clues scattered around a house with secret passages and 20 different NPCs that all want something and are hiding secrets.
Motive.
Yeah.
This is fun. I did mine right in front of the players. So they were in a town, and there was the town hero basically coming back from an adventure. And as they were walking through the streets, just kind of like off the ship, down the street, basically to the town center, darkness enveloped them. The party, the people that they were watching, like town hero that came back, like, oh, what's going on? This is all at level 3. So they didn't have a whole lot to like counter it or anything. They're just kind of watching to figure out what's going on. And by the time the darkness subsided, one of that group of the town heroes was dead.
Ooh.
Dun 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 dun.
Happened right in front of him.
Yeah, that's crazy cool. I really like how Dimension 20 did theirs, because like they ran it in D&D, but they ran it as like kind of like London countryside Sherlock Holmes, but all of them were animals.
Cute.
That sounds adorable.
Yeah, no, it was adorable, but because it was like real world setting, there were no wizards. Most of the party was rogues. There was a fighter, and there was one cleric because somebody played a pastor, but they flavored all of his abilities as like just inspirational, motivational kind of stuff. Like there were lots of spells that he couldn't pick. It was great.
Sounds like it.
Oh yeah, no, it was fucking cool. I liked it. I was thinking of running my, I don't know. This would be years down the road because I don't have the time to write this shit right now. But I was trying to decide if I would want to run mine with magic or without, like in Vanis or not. Because the problem is when you throw magic into a murder mystery, it solves so many problems.
Oh yeah.
That, you know.
You can add magic to complicate problems, which is how I like to solve that one.
Yep, true.
I designed a dagger for one of my games that basically nullifies a few useful cleric things in terms of like a murder mystery. What it does is anyone killed by this dagger forgets the 5 minutes leading up to their death.
Oh, so you can't speak with dead and solve the plot. Got
Right. Speak with dead. They don't know how they died. They didn't know they were dead. Then you know who attacked them.
Hello.
Hello.
What's up, girl?
Oh, I am just feeling like a beautiful woman hit by a bus.
I came in like a wreck.
That's fucking going in quotes. Okay.
I'm so tired. And I have to do it again tomorrow.
Relate.
2 10-hour shifts in a row. I want to kill myself.
Okay, that I can't relate to.
Oh my god.
For
Where do
legal
you work
reasons,
again?
that's mostly a joke.
Mostly a
What?
joke.
I
There
work
you go.
at a liquidation store.
Also, I misspelled bus shit, so that's now immortalized with 2 S's.
I got hit by a bussy.
I got hit by
a
bussy.
Fuck.
Tweeted on, comes
hit
at
hard
you
enough,
with his legs up.
He's
He's just magically being pulled to you. Ah!
What is with my channel and the obsession with bussy?
Bussy.
I'm ready.
Oh,
I'm ready for it. This is how I
it's time
go.
to check
This
horny
is-
meters.
If this is how I die, let it be.
What? 33%?
Everybody today is below 100%. I mean, that
I
makes
know,
sense.
what's
Today's
wrong
set-
with me?
t-
It's 'cause I'm tired.
yeah, that's what it is. Too tired to be horny.
How does it even know?
I can be passively horny.
I mean, to be honest, it's kind of right. I'm not really in the mood right now.
What's the horny stat?
Today
What's the passive horny
today.
stat?
My
It's
right.
minimum is like
Yeah.
65%.
minimum 65. Yeah.
Like
Not
passive
69?
perception.
Oh yeah. Oh, you're right.
You're right. You're right. Minimum 69. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
I've been thinking about adding a secret to the command. I was gonna say it, but then it wouldn't be a secret.
Type it
So-
in private chat,
Mm-hmm.
please. The secret.
Okay.
Oh, it's hot.
What, the secret?
My body. No, I mean, I'm eating some cauliflower mac and cheese.
Did he drop it like it's hot?
Ooh.
Nathusha could. I got a bad hip.
Oh man, I was talking to Joel the other night, looking through legendary quotes, when like the music's going on, and Aylin's like in the crowd like twerking, and then it's like, my friend taught me how to do this, and then Nathrusa's on the edge like, you damn right I did.
You're doing great, sweetie.
There you go. The secret. I put the secret in the private chat. You're welcome.
Absolutely.
I just gotta figure out how to make it do that. And
Science, probably.
Like the big problem being, I won't know if it works because it's random. Anyway.
Oh no!
Yeah, so
Yeah.
like I can't reliably test that unless like I would run the command a fuck ton of times, and even then there's only a chance, you know.
That's why when it shows up, it'll be glorious.
Yeah, I'll be like, oh shit, it worked. What time is it? Oh fuck, we only have a minute left.
A whole
Cadre
last
better
minute.
get his ass in gear.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he said he might be late, and then
Yeah,
he
did
said,
you see?
like,
I
he said, like,
did, yeah.
control.
No, okay.
I saw.
This mac and cheese is not crunchy.
I don't know if I should create a new set of notes or just tack them onto the notes of the Temple of Hasesh.
It's up to you.
So many notes.
We're in the Temple of Min-esh now, though.
Still processing
yeah.
this mac and cheese isn't crunchy. Like that's
Oh.
a good thing, right?
No,
Temple
like,
of
don't you
Min-esh.
ever just want like little panko breadcrumbs on the top
Uh,
to make it a little bit crunchy?
I've never
I will
been a
admit,
massive
personally-
fan of that.
Same. Personally, it's like for mac and cheese, you expect it to be soft and cheesy, and to get crunch means in my head, if I hear a crunch when I'm supposed to get something soft and chewy, my brain goes, "That's a tooth," or it's just something that really shouldn't be there.
I like the texture combo of like the cheesy gooey and the like just a little layer of crunch.
Okay, but hear me out. Instead of panko breadcrumbs, which like all they fucking add is texture, that I'm not sure that I like, how about crumbled Ritz crackers?
I have not tried this.
I think that would be
However,
better.
If you go further,
I associate Ritz crackers with like there's like almost a sweetness to it. Not a sweetness. No, that's not the right
It's buttery.
flavor. It's buttery, yeah.
Yeah.
further
It is.
cheese be an option.
But it just, I don't know. I just imagine it with like peanut butter and milk.
Wait, peanut
I'm
butter?
godless.
Wait,
I know that. Don't worry about it.
wait, peanut butter as it?
No, like
what?
like you have a little peanut butter Ritz cracker, and you
Oh.
eat it with milk.
I got super confused. We were talking about mac and cheese and adding peanut butter. I'm like, wait, what? Adding peanut butter to mac and cheese? I've never heard of this.
Now listen, that's something a godless person would do, and I am godless. However, I will say a good combo with peanut butter is this. I had this place called Little Burger where I live, and they have an amazing peanut butter burger with like bacon and grilled onions. It fucking slaps.
I really thought you were gonna say I'm godless, but even there's a limit to my heresy. Like,
Adam, Twitch didn't alert you that I'm live?
It alerted me.
Interesting.
Sus.
So,
Sus.
Twitch is fucky. Double check and make sure that you have the bell clicked. And if not, that's why we have a Discord. Because whenever there's streams, I'm trying to get in the habit of whenever there's a stream, I tag everybody. Because nobody seems to have a problem with that.
Also, it looks like in the time that we've abandoned God, it has come time to stream the game.
It has. It is 10:32. You
These
know what
actions are
that
related.
means? The time is now.
The Darkening Cloud.
oh
So.
goodness, that's right.
I hope everybody is ready.
Emotionally, physically, spiritually.
I've already abandoned God. What are we doing?
Alright,
All of those.
Alpha-san. That's the door to the Asper. Let's go ahead and start this combat.
Now, hold the fuck on.
I know, there's a lot gonna happen. Give me a minute.
Sit down. And put that
I
music
am
that I just
sitting.
sent on loop.
Ooh. We both do it at the same
Ooh.
time.
So.
Let me know when to.
Go for it. We return to the moment that we left off. Last week, on Mythos Vanesia Nightfall, the Cardinal Argi delved deep into the vaults uncovered beneath Ostadash, the doors sundered as per the prophecy, and their secrets unveiled. However, the party was left with more questions than answers. A mysterious tapestry, moon runes, in an underground vault, an artifact supposedly claimed by the Moon Elves. What could all of this mean? But as the party was puzzling over these questions and finding no answers to them, they stumbled into something a little bit heavier. Heading into the furthest corners of the vault of Min-esh, Nathrisa laid eyes upon a mural, one that she recognized from a dream. One that spoke of her prophecy, her destiny, as the heir of light and progress. There, in the back of the chamber, far from where they entered, a stone door lay sealed with crisscrossing patterns of blue crystal deep as the ocean, and the sigil of the Asper Famfrit, the Darkening Cloud. the second Asper that Nathrisa was meant to collect. However, as the party was struggling with this new revelation, Apusand had fallen to his knees in pain. His vision clarifying, he saw before the door a figure robed in black. As his focus is drawn to the door, across the sigil of blue crystal, a hand traced slowly, covered in a black glove trimmed in rich ruby reds. The figure to which it belonged, clad entirely in black. A dark cloak drapes to the feet of her suit of black felt and velvet with metallic red and copper accents. As he watched, the hand stopped, and the figure's head slowly turned. Beneath the black hood, an onyx mask woven with copper and red metal. Ah, of course. How could I be so careless? You are marked by a fragment cursed to see through the shadows of the world. No need to hide anymore, then. Abisan, as you hear the figure speak, none of your companions can see this person, but still they turn in your direction slowly. There's not an inch of skin visible on them, only bright yellow eyes staring out from underneath the mask. What do you do?
Real quick, what they said, cursed, marked by a fragment, cursed to see fragments of the world?
Cursed to see through the shadows of the world.
See through the shadows of the world, okay. Well, I'd first try to look to my companions here and say, do you not see this figure by the door tracing sigils?
I think if I hear Abusan fall, I'm gonna turn back and look and try to go over to him to be like, oh my god, what's wrong?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, at his side as well, trying to like hold him up to make sure he's okay. I kind of look in the direction that he's pointing, and I was like, you mean the symbol of Famfrit? Which I'm
No,
assuming that's
no.
the door.
Not a person, a figure in robes and a mask with yellow eyes and...
Abusan,
Aelin looks
Are
in that
you?
direction.
I know what I'm
fruitless. They won't see me unless I want them to. Which, as you're saying this, too, Caradwyn is looking at you strangely, and she spreads her wing, and one of the runes on it flashes, and there's like a pulse of blue energy that goes out across the room. Nothing happens. Are you certain you're okay, Apisan? You've been talking about voices, and now you're seeing things.
Yeah, no,
Less and less. Apparently it doesn't want to be seen by others. But it can show itself if it wants to be seen. It's saying I'm seeing through shadows of the world.
The figure slowly begins to approach.
I will try to stand and...
Abusan, don't move too quickly. I don't know, you seem in pain. How many
it's
fingers am I
tremendous.
holding up?
Irrelevant. I'm looking at the figure more.
Aelin wants to try to insight to see like if he believes everything that he is saying is real, or if there's like something making him say these things, or if he is maybe acting a little crazy, or if all this is really real to him.
Okay.
You're holding up more than 1 and less than 5, most likely.
Let's do... make an insight check, Aelin, please.
Yeah, so helping hold him as he stands,
Yeah.
just looking with concern, I insight and get a 12.
A 12? Unfortunately, difficult to read exactly. With the anxiety of the moment, you're struggling with your own emotions, and it's hard to kind of, read deeper into others.
Looking
I
at
feel
the
like
figure. Oh, go ahead.
No, please go ahead.
Looking towards the figure, and what is your name?
What is yours?
To Apusan. And we don't hear any of this either, right?
No.
Okay, yeah. As he's saying this, I'm just like, Apusan, look at me for a moment.
Not at the moment. This is important.
As people are moving around you and helping you to your feet, the figure has stopped only a couple feet from you, and the Priuli steps back to let others help, passes right through him.
Eyes are wide as the Priuli passes straight through. This being that exists beyond conventional space, it seems. Mine is Apusand Vasht Domaihur.
Apusand.
Apusan, you better be careful giving your name out to whatever you might see.
Listen, is there? I kind of turn and look. Is there any sigils in this room that indicate that there's an illusion spell happening here, or
Make a perception check for me.
Okay. My strongest roll. A 6.
6. With a 6, you glance around the room quickly, but you don't see anything glowing besides some of the crystal in the room, which is the same as all the other rooms down here to light the space.
Is there magic in this room? No.
I attempted to dispel any kind of illusion, invisibility, but there's nothing there.
Just kind of glance over in Caradwin's direction. It exists beyond magic, it seems.
You walk with such an interesting crowd. What interest do you have in this place?
The history of this place, its importance to us who live in the present.
Is that really all? Their gaze is intense, burning almost like a fire. Like you can practically feel it as they're looking directly in your eyes through their mask.
I'm turning to Aelin and I'm starting to whisper to her. Send you a message.
You can see it in my face. I speak just the truth. I seek for no more power than enough needed to end conflict and right wrongs.
Does Apusand actually believe that?
I would say yes.
Because you do know that one of your companions seeks something past that door.
Well, personally, I know what I seek. I will, and knowing that what I seek is the ability to, kind of make a permanent end to this conflict between High Elves and Jaina.
Okay.
Understanding that my goals may not be the primary for everyone in my group, but I aid others and they will in turn aid me, is the kind of thought process that Apusand has to this.
Would you do me a favor and make a persuasion check for me then?
Alright. Ooh. That is an 8.
An
8. Boy.
One moment.
Okay.
I need to find where I put my dice tray.
Woohoo.
Okay. So, an 8. The figure eyes you closely. And chuckles to themselves. So you'd have me believe that you came down here from mere curiosity.
I know not everything that hides in these walls, but I do know the path to knowledge is here. And what I do with the knowledge is potentially more important than the knowledge itself.
Aelin's just kind of staring like he's having a full-fledged conversation with something.
Yeah,
Knowledge
we're
itself
whispering to each other.
is no more powerful than those who wield it.
Your friends must think you mad right now.
It wouldn't be the first time. Doubtless it will not be the last.
The figure's gaze passes over the group, and now, Theresa.
Uh-huh.
Can I have you make a straight charisma check for me, please?
All right. Oof, 9.
Okay. Nothing happens.
I've sought knowledge for many decades and centuries.
The show has gone on long enough.
May I have your name? I've given you mine.
Let me raise the curtain, and then I'll give it to you. And they stretch out their hands. They step back a bit. A couple of feet, and once again pass straight through the priule until they are a short distance from the group. And as they spread their hands out to either side, there is a ripple through the air around them. And now... Oh, that's right, it's in here. Pause that music.
Initiative.
Ooh. Music change.
And I want you to put on this music.
There it is.
And let me set up a thing really quick. Sorry, everybody. Audio threading is a pain in my ass. Okay. Now, hit play. As the ripple moves through the air, it is like a curtain parts for all of you. And suddenly, the figure that Apusand has been describing is standing there in the room. Immediately, I need you all to make wisdom saving throws.
Me as well?
Yes. However, Nathrisa, yours is at advantage.
Ooh.
All right.
Jesus. 13.
Fail. Fail.
Me as well.
9?
These
2
rolls today
Oh wait,
have
wait, don't I
not
have
been above a 13. Favor of the gods.
I do have favor of the gods. I don't know if that
So, fail.
I don't
Did you want to use your favor of the gods? The Prelude and Caradon have failed.
Oh my god.
Make the decision quickly.
Cadre needs to roll.
Yeah, I'm gonna use it.
Roll. As an oppressive wave of... You can't put a name to it. Awe, energy, terror, sweeps out across all of you. Nothing, so that's still a failure.
Okay.
You are all brought to your knees. It is as though this figure's force of will suddenly fills the room. It feels hard to breathe. You are knocked down to the ground. All of the copper and the metal on them seems to glow with an intensity, and their eyes are like fire as they sweep over you. You asked my name. I am Renkash. Remember it well, for it shall soon be known in every corner of the world. The eyes sweep toward you, Nathrisa. I know what you seek here. I'll let you take it this time. Let's call it a friendly race, shall we? To the rest. Earn your place. I've earned mine. They dramatically sweep their robe out to the side and begin to walk past all of you. And as they pass within a couple feet of each of you, you feel the urge to fall on your faces, practically. It is like gravity is weighing down on you 10 times harder. They walk 5 feet past, 10 feet, and then stop and turn, looking back towards you all. And you can't see past the onyx mask, but you can hear from the way that they speak the grin on their face. We'll meet again. Trust me. Stay alive until then. They sweep their hand up into the air and dissolve into nothingness. The force slowly seeps out of the room, almost like it's sucked into the point where they left behind, until finally you feel like you can breathe again, stand again, but you're left wondering who or what the hell you just encountered.
My heart is pounding as I try to, slowly stand
I think
after this.
I'm like gasping for air, just...
I want to make a history or arcana check.
Oh, I do as well. I want to
Okay.
ask the book.
Also, I would like... We're all wanting to do something. I would also like to be able to maybe listen into their voice to see if they have any accent, any kind of indication to, like, maybe other languages they speak, things like that.
Okay.
I am concerned what the shifting record might have, if anything at all.
Dude, roll.
Gotcha.
The dice haven't rolled above a 13.
I know,
Sorry.
unfortunate.
Okay, well, my arcana...
You can go back to the other music now.
Okay. I assume my arcana pulls up nothing.
Right.
So...
Your arcana, yes. You were focusing on the name, or were you focusing on, like, what you felt?
Like, what kind of entity they may be. Like, are they humanoid, or are they any kind of, like, arcane creature that I might know of with the type of magic that it used?
Impossible to say. You don't know what spells could have produced that effect. They looked humanoid in figure, but you couldn't see even an inch of skin, so it's hard to tell. As for Akusand, you're gonna pull out the book, yeah?
Yep.
Okay. You... Oh. Are you attempting to access memories?
Yes.
I believe that's 2 charges currently, and you used both.
Oh, I need to wait till tomorrow then. Darn. Okay, yes.
So you gotta pull
Guess I
out the
could
book
pull it
and
out.
fumble through the pages, but your hands are shaking and your mind is racing, and you remember there's no energy left in the book today for that. Now, Theresa, you were paying attention to accent.
Yes. To see if there's any inflection or I don't know. I'm just trying to get like a sense of like maybe they know another language.
Okay.
Something
go
unique.
ahead and make a. Let's call it a history check.
Right. Also +8. I finally rolled 2 4s.
I know. I'm sorry.
That was awesome.
Rip.
The DC was.
I know. Insane. Ah, fuck
high.
me.
4.
Dude,
4.
rolls.
They, based on the languages that you know, the only thing that you're certain of is they certainly spoke Elvish very well.
Okay.
I had no idea.
What kind
this
of Elvish? I'm
entity
assuming
was-
Lefan.
It was Lefane, yes.
Okay.
I've been looking to everyone like I had no idea this thing was this powerful.
What the hell was that?
You know as much as I do.
Y'all know Renkash?
Caradwen, pushes herself up off the floor, and you can see that her hands are shaking. It's easy to tell. You haven't seen Caradwen that often, but this is a woman whose previous incarnation faced down a void dragon without fear. A fully grown one who died without fear, and she looks afraid.
This is... The power it wielded seemed to be beyond reality itself. I've never...
I grab Oppuson and I grab Aelin, like, as I'm, like, pulling myself up from the ground. Oh my god. Oh my god.
I've never heard of anything that could just...
They have Espers.
If something like that is searching for Espers, then the power of the Espers is even grander than we're currently comprehending. Because if something like that is requiring... If something like that requires power of that magnitude, then what power do you actually have that we haven't even seen?
How else would he have been able to?
Do you think an Esper grants that sort of ability?
Possibly. They were once demigods of sorts, I assume.
Something that defies any known laws of reality and magic like that to just apparate and not be subject to magic itself. It's...
I need to go ask some questions.
And terrifying.
Take whatever time you need down here. Do whatever you need, but... Caradwen grabs the Priuli, who is, like, just still staring off into space blankly, and helps her to her feet and say, come on. If you need me... Well, don't need me right now, but if you need me, send somebody.
We'll be fine.
We'll ask you later then, yes.
She rushes off, dragging the Priuli along behind her.
How does my eye feel at the moment?
It is like a throbbing pain, like an ache at this point. With all of the intensity of what happened, you forgot about the pain, and although it is not entirely subsided, it is now that kind of pain that you can push to the back of your mind and ignore.
Okay. I look over to everyone. Is my eye bleeding? I know I've asked it earlier. Is it bleeding anymore, or at all? It feels like it might be.
Look, Oppuson, you need to cast Identify on yourself. Like, it should maybe give some answers as to what magic is affecting you.
We tried Cadre's curse box and it said nothing about me.
A curse is not necessarily a magical effect that's put upon you. And
But they
identify might not come up
But they
with anything.
dispelled everything in the room. Any magical
No.
effect should have
No.
gone.
Carduin dispelled illusions.
Well, if we have the moment, if we have a time to give to this, I can identify myself while you two start creating a plan of action for the Asper door over there.
Oh God. Okay. I get up and I'm like kind of holding the sides of my face, and I think I wipe some sweat. Like I actually broke a sweat under that pressure.
I'm going to identify myself while laying down.
All right.
And I'm going to pull out my sending stone that I have to Tamapushuri.
Okay. You pull out your sending stone.
And I'd like to send her a message that I will send you.
Okay. So, Apasan, you are ritually identifying yourself?
Yes.
Aelin, are you doing anything?
No, I can't think of anything right now. Yeah, I'm panicking.
I would love to know what Cadre is doing, but it's 11:02 and he's still not here, so...
Yeah, he's
something
panicking with me.
If there's something to do, Aelin, you may lie down. That's allowable.
Also, can we have the spelling of the name?
You may.
Renkash. Or Renkash?
Renkash?
Renkash.
Renkash, okay.
There you go. I put it in the private chat just because it was already open.
Kind of talking to herself, or Cadre, I'm like, wonder if this has anything to do with the Shadow Fae and trying to collect what these temples hold, or if it's the shadow, perhaps, they unleashed.
I have no idea. Although,
coming across...
if it was the shadow, then wouldn't Caradwin have known?
That's true, Caradwin's supposed to be the chain, or whatever.
You get 25 words, right?
25 words, yes. I'm curious to see what you're sending. Uh-huh, okay. Okay. Do you want to, keep that message private, or were you just typing it out to count?
Let's keep it private.
Okay. Then... let me whisper back to you the response. As Tamapusari replies after a moment's pause.
Ben's killing me.
Suspense! Dude, Carter is late.
I know, what's going on? Wonder if he pulled a hamstring or something.
We can hope not.
Oh. Speak of the Cadre and he shall appear.
I'm gonna give him a little rundown of what happened so that he's a little aware of what's going on.
Idea.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
But trying to think about like who or what this could possibly be, and I can't think of anything.
Well,
Except for the not the master, the mysterious figure that was working with Calistare, but that doesn't make any sense either. This is Aelin talking.
We keep seeming to come across beings that defy conventional laws of existence.
Well, the party does seem to have that habit, don't they?
Recently came across a Cheshire?
Well, you don't say that out loud.
I'll just say we came across creatures that defy reality, then.
There's a lot that we don't know about this world that's hidden inside places such as the Sylvan Archive. That's only one of them. And there is still a lot beyond our world in other realms and places, so it only makes sense that we come across things that we don't understand. Now it's just a question of what do we do about it.
Sorry I'm late.
Hello, you've missed a lot.
I'm sorry I'm late.
Welcome.
Alright.
I'll give you, I put a little, recap.
Yeah. If you want to read Nathrisa's little blurb, then...
No, I've already read it. I'm up to date. I'm ready to go.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, you're here. The party is... Okay, so at the current moment, Apasand is laying on his back on the floor, ritually identifying the mark on his eye. At the suggestion of Nathrisa. Nathrisa stepped away to send a message to Tama, and Aelin was just kind of discussing with you what the hell just happened. Ceridwen and the Priuli left in a hurry after that.
So... do we want to hold off on collecting the Asper, given what just happened?
No, I think we need to get them sooner than we were planning. I feel like we have taken a more leisurely, role in doing this, but at the same time, our priority has been the cult, and with the cult coming to an end soon, so to speak, I think we'll be able to pursue the Espers, which this thing seems to be after.
That does make sense.
Yes.
Question is, where would the next Asper be?
Whichever level of difficulty that we had decided based on the chart. It's essentially all the ruins across Salika.
Well, that simplifies things.
Yeah. You have already discovered that there is one Esper in each of the ancient capitals.
Okay. Sorry, this is taking so long. I'm trying to fit it into 25 words.
You're fine.
And I can't think of like what or who this entity is possibly connected to, except maybe connected to the cult.
They. Quick question: did opposite? Wait, we saw them, correct? They revealed themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. Based on their clothing, well, actually,
Oh, we also discovered. Oh well, actually, Nathrisa did. Would I mention that? Well, no, they were speaking perfect Lefayan, right?
They were speaking perfect Lefayan.
Okay. I would like to make an Arcana check, based on what I remember of the event and the spell they cast or the ability that they used, to determine if they were from the Shadowfell, based on my experience with Shadowfell magic.
Okay, make an Arcana check.
I did not type that correctly. Exclamation R. There we go. Plus 8. Yes. There we go. 14. I mean, it's not bad.
14. Nothing that they did seems to indicate one way or another whether this is Shadowfell magic. You saw very little of it. If it is Shadowfell magic, it's beyond anything that you or any books that you've read have seen on this plane. It was powerful.
They cast a spell that caused us all to drop to our knees?
It didn't even seem to be a spell. They didn't speak any words. There were no somatic components that you saw. When they unveiled themselves, it occurred.
They subtle cast reverse gravity.
Or power word kneel.
Some sort of force of presence.
Homebrew spell.
Well,
it almost seemed like
our known spell,
like an effect of their presence.
Power word kneel is actually in Cadres because he could have picked it at an earlier level.
You know for certain that power word kneel requires a verbal component.
Right.
It is a power word.
Yes, exactly. Which makes me wonder... Well, to be fair, they could have used sorcery points to do subtle cast and quiet.
With your Arcana check, and the fact you don't possess the spell, you can't be certain of everything that Power Word Kneel does. But this was more than just making you kneel.
Okay, so this is more like a dominating presence.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So, around this point, as you've done all your thinking, I think, Apisand, you would finish with your Identify. And... let me check the exact details of Identify. So... Apisan, I'm gonna have you make a... we'll call this a spell attack roll. According to Identify, it states you choose one object that you must touch throughout the casting of the spell. Your body isn't an object, you're a creature.
It's at the bottom.
Yeah.
It says if you touch a creature
You
throughout
learn
the
what's...
cast.
Oh, you're right. You learn what spells, if any, are currently affecting it. I'm still going to have you make a spell attack roll, please.
Okay. I believe it's going to be a
Say...
+8 or +7, depending on which kind of spell. I suppose +8 because wizard.
Yeah, identify as on your wizard spell list, so...
Okay. Man, these dice tonight.
13.
Yes.
As you touch the mark upon your eye, and the magic flares from the chalk and the ritual that you've set up around you, you learn nothing. The magic doesn't seem... The magic doesn't seem to react to the mark appropriately. There is no spell in particular that it can identify as affecting you.
Okay. So I remember I had this made inert. It shouldn't be anything different than when it was solved the first time.
Well, now it has become active since you saw the tapestry.
I have an interesting question, if I may.
Certainly.
The Jaina, from what we know, historically have rather advanced magitechnical prowess. Could this be some type of magitech, as opposed to necessarily just pure magic?
My understanding was primarily more of a magical lean than magic tech, but I'm willing to be proved wrong.
So, from what we know about Opuson's Scar is that he had activated some kind of trap, so to speak, in a old temple. And from what we know, the what are the moth people called?
The Octios.
The Octios specifically are the ones that are most heavily magitech, in their history. And I don't think the temple that you are at was really linked to magitech, but it could be something that we don't know at all. Something that we don't currently have any knowledge of. I think we'll have to dig in order to find these answers that we don't have now. Which is what Caradwin actually went to go and do.
Dig for answers. At a more convenient time. I know we're right here, right this door.
I think we should make our way through. Do y'all have healing potions?
Wait, yes,
I do.
I do.
Do I get a response to the last one?
Yeah, let me type your response. There you come.
Okay. Athresa's kind of been staring down blankly at the stone as she's, talking to Tama.
Mm-hmm.
And she finally pockets it and turns back to the group. Yeah, I tried to do a little bit of digging. She shakes her head. There's really nothing that I know now than I did before.
You seem to be on the cusp of something new, it feels like.
Opposant, call me silly, but would you mind if I had a go at identifying it?
I suppose I wouldn't really mind that, just careful when touching my eye for 10 minutes.
Fair.
Also, Cadre, could you turn yourself up a little bit? You're a little quiet.
Oh, sorry. Is that better?
Yes.
Excellent.
Sounds a little staticky.
Sorry, it's probably just background noise.
Sure. As Cadre is approaching Apusan, I'm gonna turn to Aelin. I talked to Tama.
Mm-hmm.
She just assured me again that no mortal should be able to hold an Asper in their body unless they risk death.
It doesn't. Oh, go ahead.
I don't know if they actually carry one, but I don't know how else to explain that power.
I'm with you, and it's possible that they aren't mortal, but, someone like Vishna is also quite powerful, and yet I think she is mortal, but she has been blessed with powers of Noct.
Before I start identifying, I'm going to cast Gift of Luck on myself.
Okay. You cast Gift of Luck. You have advantage.
Identify.
Very well. Ritually identifying?
Yes.
Okay.
10 minutes.
I will also say that it is possible for someone to exist in between the physical planes and still be able to see us.
Well, I mean, I guess that much is clear. We've seen crazier things. Trust me, I don't doubt that it's real. What we saw was real, and what we felt was real. I don't understand why they're challenging me to some race. They sounded bemused by that fact.
Yeah, and the fact that they just decided to let you have this, it doesn't make any sense either. And, you were bestowed this ability to do it, to take on the Espers, and you are immortal, and your mark has come from Ardent, a godlike entity. So who's to say some other godlike entity did not bestow upon this Renkash another mark of sorts?
And what, they want the power for some other purpose?
Yes. Who knows what malicious ideas we have? We already know of, what is it, the 1,000-eyed king or something? That there's a war going on in Albion? So many possibilities that I don't think we can hope to guess.
Yeah. Trying to wrap my head around this is only hurting my brain, honestly.
So let's keep what we have in mind. We have our goals, and
at least
now
we're
we
here
have...
and they didn't kill us.
or stop us from getting this Asper. We just know now that we have a stricter time limit on gathering the other Aspers after this is done. And that can be our next direction.
Right. I know, but God, I don't even know if I'm ready to even fight this one.
Were we ready to fight Bellius?
No, and we died.
Aelin kind of
We
like
don't have
rubs
the
the,
we don't have
rubs
the
the back of her
protection of
head.
the crystal anymore. This is just us. Oh God. I start rubbing my temples.
I want to, as Nethrisa is having a mental breakdown, Aelin is going to look at the statue in the center of this room, and aren't there like a whole bunch of other like depictions of like all the 615 markings of the different espers?
Yeah,
And
it's not a statue. It's a mural on the wall. It's stone.
Okay.
It's carved into the stone of the wall.
I
And yes, there are sigils. What are you attempting to discern?
I want to inspect the sigil on this mural for the mark of Bellius, and I want to see if it appears different than the rest.
Okay, go ahead and make an investigation check.
Nethrisa, can you help me look at this mural? I just...
Yeah, just give me a second. Just a moment.
Okay, it might have answers. We haven't looked that hard.
She takes a deep breath and she'll come over.
I kind of like rub your back.
Thank you. Sorry. It's, Listen, I've barely begun to accept the fact that this is the role I play, and now I have competition. Is that what I'm understanding? Yeah, it's a bit...
We've got a rival now that we must conquer, I guess. I don't know. Words of affirmation.
Yeah, Nathasa's giving you, like, the polite smile of, like, this is not helping.
Yeah, and then that's when she quickly goes like, I don't know, words of affirmation. Okay, so can I do it with advantage?
Yes, you may.
Okay. Wow, I needed it. That's a 25 though.
It is a 20. You didn't do KH1.
Oh, you're right.
But still,
20.
with a 20, you investigate this wall. You and Nethrisa run your hands over the entire thing as best you can. There's no difference between any of them. The only sigil that has any difference from the others is the 16th, the one that is marked upon the forehead. And the only difference in that is that it is on the forehead instead of on one of the points of light. Nethrisa, as you're doing this examination, you can't help but feel that same anxiety creeping up through your chest, memories of the dream. You remember seeing this painted like a mural in motion, how the white sigil on the forehead burned its way into it, the glow, the vibrant colors, the light clasped in the figure's hands. It's just bringing back all of your memories, all that stress of the destiny that's been laid on your shoulders without your asking.
Remember, Nethrisa, your dream.
Anything else that you two are doing?
Oh, my audio cut out for a moment, sorry. Yeah, I think, Aileen, you notices, like, I'm running my hands along this, like, they're very mildly still shaky. And she kind of, like, clasps them, and she's, like, rubs them against, like, the fabric of her dress, and just, like, Aileen, I don't notice. Sorry.
Well, let's see if there's anything else, any buttons or pressure points or hidden things. And I just want to look across all the markings now for that.
Okay. I'll have you make another investigation check at advantage. In the meantime, since it's taken you a moment to do this, Cadre, can I go ahead and have you make your Arcana... Or sorry, not your Arcana check. Your spell attack roll as you invoke the magic of Identify on Apusan's Eye. Cadre?
You're muted, by the way.
Sorry.
Oh, good.
So it's attribute plus proficiency, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So it wait. So that's
Charisma plus
plus
proficiency.
7. So that's plus 7. Sweet.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, and I'm going to use Gift of Luck on this.
13. Unfortunately, there's no new information. Though between your two castings, you can be certain that it isn't a particular spell that has been laid upon him, because Identify would certainly pick that up.
I just had an idea.
Furthermore... Well, no, actually, because you've experienced curses that can go undetected before. But you're still pretty certain that you would at least detect some kind of spellcraft.
Thing either.
Yeah. Though it might be magic that is hidden, to be fair. We have dealt with that sort of thing before.
That is true. At the same time, it just feels... It hurts feeling that we're like I'm not making any progress.
Well,
I do want to try something. I pull, well, actually, Apusan, you have it at the moment. The curse bottle.
Ah, yes. This little wonderful thing. I'm gonna hand it back over to you.
As you pull it
Put
out...
it up to his eye.
Aelin and Nathrisa are probably about 30 feet from you. And so the bottle does glow faintly, but it is not glowing as intensely as when it was near one of the curses that your party bore.
Okay. Well, either it's a very advanced curse and it's hidden, or at least it's not a curse.
Well, I think we can at least be content with that for the time being.
Yeah. We'll have to try again later. For now, I suppose it's best to just leave it as is.
Unfortunately, I'm agreeing with this. If we can't make progress, what can we do? Let's lean into what we know we can for the moment.
I think from across the room you hear, like, Nathrisa, just saying, life keeps throwing us mysteries and not a lot of answers. Speaking of which, can you help us look through this room?
Sure.
Okay, so you had an investigation check of 20, Aelin? Again. Okay, examining all of the sigils on this wall, you're looking for hidden buttons, mechanisms, anything like that, right?
Right, something that, so not specifically like mechanisms or triggers, but just looking for something that might seem like it's hidden in the mural.
Okay. Let me see.
Like, this looks like it kind of sticks out, or this spot seems odd.
Let me think. Sorry, checking my notes.
We'll be right back. I won't be but a minute.
All right. Okay. Yeah, with a 20, I think you would just barely, as the two of you are working over the image, you brush your hand across the sigil on the forehead, and you notice that where the rest of the image is carved like a relief into the stone, this carves deeper. That sigil goes deeper, like the area around it. Almost as though it might be a button of some form.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
You missed a button. I'm
No.
kidding.
I missed a button. I missed a button.
Yeah, so Nathrisa's kind of like looking at it, and
you're
I'm
breathing right into your mic, Cadre.
Sorry.
so Nathrisa's looking at it, I'm feeling over it, and as I get to this one, I don't press it, but I say, Nathrisa, this may be a button. Here, you press
Really?
it.
I go and I run my finger over it. I'm not gonna put pressure just yet. And as I'm feeling over it, I'll look at Aelin. Does it seem like it, like if I press, it's gonna actually go in?
Yes, it does.
Oh, all right.
Am I helping in this examination?
This was Aelin and Nathrisa were already doing this examination. They asked you and Abasan to look around the rest of the room.
Yeah, I think I turn and I'm just like, everyone, be ready in case this does something crazy.
Wait.
And I press it.
You press it.
Wait! No!
Click. It clicks, and there is a second's pause, and then you hear a shifting of several stones, like a mechanism behind the wall. And then down near the bottom, in part of the flowing robes of the figure where the folds are, sections slide back just a little bit. So now they're indented and you could possibly move them. There are 4 spots.
Wait, move stone what?
Yeah, so a bit of the stone in about 4 different sections where the seams were hidden in the folds just slide, seem to like indent a little bit and loosen.
Oh.
Like maybe they can be pushed or moved?
Pushed, pulled, moved in some way. Maybe you have to get a knife in there to pull them out. Something like that.
Oh.
Yeah, let's
Okay.
pull them out.
Okay.
You guys actually can come here.
Walk it over.
So, we're thinking that he's on the other side of, or they are on the other side of the door?
Right, and this is not the door, this is
Yeah,
the
this is
mural.
a statue. Oh no, a mural, my bad.
But in that same room where the Asper door is. But we are not at the door.
So this is like a mural that might lead to a switch that opens the door.
We haven't even looked at the door yet. I'm
Yeah.
looking around the rest of the room.
Alright.
Yeah. Seems to be part of something. We don't know what it is yet, though.
Okay. So, you guys... I'm sorry, I had to take my headphones off for a moment.
We're gonna pull them out.
Okay. You slowly pull out the different pieces, and they slide out almost like little drawers of stone. And inside each of them, in a small space, wrapped in some very old cloth, just simple like linen, are potions. One in
And
each.
each one of
Oh.
They don't all appear to be the same.
So, I will go and slowly start pulling out these potions.
Okay. You pull out the first one. Appears to be a little vial where the texture of the glass is almost like bubbled and blue, like somebody made it in the shape of sea foam. The second one that you pull out is this rigid diamond shape with a thick yellow liquid inside. And then the other two that you pull out are in the shape of hearts, and they have a red liquid inside. They seem identical.
Oh, I just remembered something.
Hmm?
I would have also told Aelin that Tama called Famfrit the Asper of water.
Oh, what? Huh.
Yeah, sorry, I just forgot that. That is definitely something she would have mentioned. I just forgot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, Aelin's just like, So, here are potions. Look at that. And then I kind of like, after pulling them out, and I look inside the darkness where the
They
hole,
came from?
yeah, where they came from, and I will just use my moonstone as light.
Okay.
Just like anything else hiding in these walls.
You shine your moonstone into the holes, and there does not appear to be anything else inside.
Okay.
If we're looking for something secretive, I can pull out my Lantern of Secrets.
I think this was the secret.
Actually. Right.
Maybe we should look these over. I mean, if they're here for a purpose.
I'm thinking that the red heart ones are probably health potions.
Well, if you would like to attempt to identify them, you can...
Sure!
If you want to identify one type, I can identify another type, potentially.
Works for me.
Are you going to be identifying these with identify, or are you going to be...
I suppose, depending how much time we feel we have, I could spend
If we're taking some time, I'd like to just take a short rest.
Okay, your short rest can begin now. Short rest lasts an hour, or sorry, it takes an hour to complete a short rest.
Let's see. Yeah, y'all are identifying the potions. I want to pull out my moonstone and look along the walls. Just like moon runes.
Okay. You begin to make a pass along the walls with that. Please make an investigation check for me. Abisan, you said that you pulled out your lantern?
If the idea was to use it to look for further secrets, then I have it at the ready, but if we don't need to use it, I can just...
It's up to you.
Close it up. Hey, Lynn, do you feel like it's prudent to look for any further secrets?
I mean, a quick scan can't hurt.
Aelin's just like, there apparently were lots of secrets here, so it doesn't hurt to be thorough.
I shall start walking the perimeter of the room then. I'll just go try to be thorough with it.
Okay.
Do we agree we can take a short rest, all of us together, like out of character?
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, before we go in there, yes, I hope everyone is full to go. I also have a healing potion, by the way. One.
So, a short rest will, if you are ritually identifying these potions, take you an hour and 10 minutes, because... No, we've done identify as part of a short rest before. I'll allow it.
Okay.
Yay!
I don't think I have anything I can gain back on a short rest.
Merciful.
I'm using
Oh shit, I
spells.
have 3 potions of healing.
Oh, wow.
I think...
Are they... oh yeah, they're regular ones. Your dad gave them to you.
Yeah, my dad gave me some. And also the contraceptives.
I haven't used any. Sorry. Go ahead. Sorry.
I haven't used any spells, so I'm not really getting anything on the short rest myself.
Teresa and I managed to grab a potion of greater healing, I think, from the vault in the house or the manor.
Oh, I believe
And
someone
money.
wrote it down. Yeah, we've got a shit ton of stuff.
You have so much stuff.
We have
Yes.
so much stuff. We haven't even had the time to go through it yet, though. Too much shit is happening.
Haven't even managed to sell the ridiculously valuable gems we found.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Okay.
From where?
Teresa and I, robbed the vault in under 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I remember.
you did all the work, and I just grabbed all the coins and did my best.
That was important. That was important.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty
Would
sure
not have
she
gotten
used
half
literally
as
every
much money
muscle
if you
she
hadn't
had.
done that.
Okay. So, you guys begin your short rest. Aelin, your examination of the walls turns up nothing.
Okay.
There are no
I
moon
will-
runes.
I would like to hand out my 3 potions to the others.
Okay.
Ah.
So, one
Are you sure?
standard
Would you like to
potion.
keep- Sorry, Timmy. I apologize if it seems like it's improper to refuse, but at the same
Oh.
time, I know I am chunky.
I
How
we
else do I put
actually
it?
we
Thick.
actually
she
have a
she
lot
like
of
starts to
potions of
smile,
greater
and then she
healing.
goes serious a little bit, and she's like, "Apasan, it was us 2 that died last time. I'd rather not risk it."
Granted, that is true. Granted, I did not have the ability to heal at that point as well.
Well, even I had the ability to heal, and we both went down. So please, and I shove it in his hands.
Okay.
I will take it. I will. I know when it is not useful to argue.
Teresa goes, "Shut up and take my healing potion."
We have
Let me help
1,600
you.
gold worth in gems. Well, y'all do, in Cadre's bag of holding. Or wait, doesn't the Teresa have one?
I have some coins, I think. Anyways, but
Y'all
back on topic. I
have-
think I'm keeping one, Aelin, because you said you had one, right?
Yes, so Cadre should have 2 potions of greater healing, including the one from the vault, and a potion of thunder resistance. This is from the vault.
Dang.
Cadre also has 2 diamonds worth 300 to 500 gold. I have 1. Because we were using it for, I think Nethrisa possibly doing Revivify.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I might need them this time. You
Oh
guys.
no, I have 2 of them. I have 2 of them, and Cadre has 2 of them.
Okay.
Uh,
I think we should disperse the potions that we need to disperse.
mhm.
Let's figure out the identity of these potions that we just got. And maybe we can do loot things later.
Just checking. It was thunder resistance, I think. Yes, thunder resistance. So, Apasan, do you have any healing potions?
One now.
From Nethrista?
Yes.
Okay. And Nethrista's, I am pretty sure, are basic healing.
Okay.
Yes.
Mark as such.
So, I guess y'all finish identifying what those 4 potions are.
Okay. Which you would at some point during the short rest. Eventually, you identify the blue bubbly shaped potion is a potion of water breathing.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Who has that one?
Oh no.
I,
Oh no.
The
I'm
Both
just
just
saying,
like,
y'all. I'm
"Oh,
probably
no."
gonna.
Oh no.
The-
I'm gonna probably need that one.
Oh no. Oh no.
I think
Oh,
hearing
no,
that
no,
sound in
no.
the back of someone's mic, just that,
yes,
it
my
sounds like
roommates are making something with a mixer.
it sounds like screaming. So I'm just imagining that in the back of.
That
It is a
mixer
very
sounds
loud
like it's
mixer.
broken.
It has always
Sorry.
sounded like that since they got it.
Oh goodness.
Lord.
Oh, she water
mixer.
breathing.
It's a KitchenAid mixer.
What?
Okay, so
Okay.
we need to
Let's
go
focus.
to the
Yeah.
spellcasters that we know and have one of them cast water breathing on us before we go to Famfrit.
So there is a potion of water breathing, just one.
Mm-hmm.
There is a there are 2 potions of healing.
Basic?
Greater healing.
Oh.
Okay.
And there is hold on, I forgot what I called it.
Thick and yellow.
Yeah, there is a potion of, I didn't write it down, I came up with it.
Mm-hmm.
A potion of
you're gonna get-
rending, which
Oh.
Rending.
a potion of rending, which when you drink it, all of your physical attacks, when you hit, deal +2 damage.
Ooh.
That would actually be good for me since I hit 4 times.
Yes, it would.
Yes. Yeah, you guys, we're fucked. We literally have like the room before the boss battle room, and we're getting a shit ton of healing potions. So we're gonna fucking die.
I'm most
I'm
worried
doing-
about
I-
the water breathing potion.
I'm
Okay.
doing my best to not panic about this and just treat it as
Actually,
look, some boons.
of all the people here, Cadre should be the least worried about that.
I know that. I'm worried about everyone else.
I mean,
yeah,
I
true.
think I could be okay, assuming that the water doesn't go all the way up to the top.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cadre, last man standing again.
Okay.
Don't
Also,
say that. Don't say that.
um,
You'll make it happen.
I'm no
okay,
fucking jinx.
just so we know the mechanics of holding your breath, I think it's a minute equal to your con modifier. Unless there's something else happens that makes you, make a con save, or else you have to hold your breath or something. So your con modifier affects how long you can hold your breath without anything else affecting you. So Opuston can hold it for a while.
If we're going by the PHB, it's number of minutes equal to 1 plus your con modifier.
Right.
I
I
use
can
it
hold my
this is
breath for
powerful.
2 minutes.
Same.
I can hold my breath for 15.
Okay. So
So 1 plus
I
con.
think you're fine.
That's a 5 for me.
I think we need to hold on to the water breathing potion, and no, I think somebody should take it before going in. I think Nethrisa should take it before going in.
I can
I-
breathe through my trunk.
I can
That's a good
fly
point.
if need be.
My
Mm.
concern is that the room will end up filled bottom to top with water.
That's what I'm also
I-
worried about.
Our movement would be halved. Our attacks would have disadvantage. These are mechanics,
Well-
so we
Yeah,
know.
this is mechanics talk.
Yeah. Here.
Okay.
My punches would be harder to hit underwater, if that's the
mean,
thing.
Yeah, and
Yes,
the reason why we're all
it's
worried
burnt
about this is
water.
because, I didn't explain to you two, but Tama says that Famfrit is the Esper of water, so it's very likely that if they're
Wait.
preparing us this way.
Nethrisa,
Yes.
you still have that cube of dispel magic, right?
Cube?
The rock. There were 2 rocks that we grabbed from the vault. Well, the room before the vault, the antechamber. Of, dispel
Oh!
magic. We only used
Oh!
one.
You're right!
Oh.
When he starts
You are
filling the
right.
room with water, use that.
But how do we know it's going to be able to affect it?
We don't. It's a risk, but it's worth a shot.
That's definitely something to keep in mind. You have a better arm than me, though, and I go into my bag and I hand
that's
it
fair.
to you.
Okay.
You're gonna have to chuck that thing very, very hard.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm actually dealing with something out of character for a second, because we're in this big ol' village where we have essentially a couple of armies. I've got the Moon Elves, we've got the Commandiath, we've got Caradwin. There's bound to be someone who knows the ritual water breathing. But okay, hold on. I
How
guess
long
I
does the
should
water
make
breathing spell last?
I should make an Arcana check before.
Also, there's no
so
guarantee we're
it's
gonna
not-
need it.
Yeah.
This spell of water breathing?
Yes.
If I'm correct, I believe it lasts for 24 hours.
And it's not concentration on whoever casts it, and it's a ritual. So even if they don't have it prepared, they could still cast it on us, all of us, as a ritual. But that's also like Maru metagame knowledge, so I'm going to make an Arcana check so it makes sense that Aylin's thinking about this. $24.
24. Yeah, then
Yeah.
you would be able to use that logic.
Yeah, and actually, druids, sorcerers, and wizards can do it, so it would make sense that I would at least have known of a druid or a wizard that has done it before. So
Okay.
y'all finish your short rest if you need it. I am fully recovered. I'm going to go and find someone to see if they're capable of casting this. We might not even need it, but I think we should get it just in case.
It lasts 24 hours. I mean, there's literally no downside to it.
Yeah. Aylin's gonna go find Fuinanan. Hold on, there are wizards in our ranks, right?
Yeah.
Ooh, also
In my ranks.
in that short rest, could I have also attuned to the Ring of Warding?
Sorry. My
Well, I had to unattune from the non-detection necklace, so...
Oh,
Okay.
wait. Does Nithrisa, do you still have the Wand of Counterspell?
the spell transfer?
Yes, sorry, yes.
Yeah.
Are you attuned to it?
I'm currently attuned, yes.
Perfect. Before we go in there, I want to cast Advantage, or cast...
Gift of luck?
No, not Gift of Luck. Sorry, one moment. Sorry about that. I would like to cast Enhanced Ability Charisma on us both.
Oh, at second,
Oh?
third level?
Okay.
Alright.
Wait,
'Cause-
not yet. I've got to
Not
go
yet.
find someone.
Before we go in.
Before we
is what I
enter,
was
yeah,
saying.
before
Yeah.
we go.
Because that will basically give you advantage on counterspelling.
Hmm.
Yeah, alright.
Huh.
We need all the preparation we can get before we go into that chamber, Cadre, so I appreciate it.
Alright. Y'all rest up. I'm gonna go. I'll be back.
Alright. God. Is it just us in this room now? Like there's...
It is, yes. It's just you.
Okay.
Okay, so Aylin, you are going to seek out
Fuinanan.
Fuinanan. Got it. Let's have you, for the sake of brevity, rather than having you walk, like role-playing you walking through the entire town.
Oh, she's running.
Okay. I am gonna have you make a perception check, attempting to find him, because you know that you sent him off to speak to the troops.
Right, to give them their new objective.
But you don't know exactly where he is, so you are gonna have to find him.
$13.
13. Okay. It takes you probably about half an hour before you can even find him.
Okay.
And you find him. You pass by it like 3 times, the area where all the food is, and you're just distracted by the fireworks up in the sky, It's still daytime currently, so they're using the powdered ones that just burst into clouds of color. You're distracted by all the sense of the food, the bustle and the jostle of people going about the festival. But as you start to head back towards the Temple of Hasesh, hoping that maybe he's there, you spot him stopping for a meal and sitting down. Just kind of like off in a corner away from everybody else. He's hunched over a little bowl. Lady Aelin.
No problem. I wanted to find you.
Are you okay?
I'm good. I was just running. Okay. I'm speaking in Avalon.
Okay.
We need some members of the Magisterium, possibly Venadrin or Gwenathatir. Those are the different ranks of the spellcasters.
All right. What do you need them for?
So, we found something that we require. I don't think I've told him about the Espers. Have I?
Not entirely. The Espers were briefly touched on the meeting where he was a part of that.
Okay. So we have to go into a chamber that holds an Esper, and they are the Esper of water. I need a Magisterium who has the ritual of water breathing. Because the Esper of water, we assume there might be something in there that we might require that.
Okay. Can I have you just roll a d20 for me?
Okay. 17?
Okay. He seems to think for a moment, just tapping lightly on his small pointed chin. And as you're sitting there, you kind of not remark, but just notice the fact this is probably the first time that you've actually seen him like out of his armor.
Oh.
He has the chest plate off, and it's bound to like his backpack by the side, and he's just in simple cloth of blue and gray that's stitched together in patterns. You, because you are trained in it, can subtly see moon runes, not the magical kind, but just language, little prayers that are stitched into the seams in silver thread. And you can see scars along his shoulders. But he thinks for a moment. I think I know one of the Gwathratir that has that ritual. I can fetch them immediately if you need be.
I'm so sorry. You look like you're in the middle of a break.
Well.
But yes, I mean, if you could just tell them to go to the Temple of Min-esh, and I will be waiting by the entrance as soon as I can.
Yes, my lady, at once. And he kind of like pushes the bowl aside, stands up, reaches for his pack, and does like that thing, that awkward like look between things, and hoists it over his shoulder, grabs the bowl. As I'll send them right away. It may take me a moment to locate them.
Okay.
And then
I'll be by the entrance of the temple.
He gives a quick and informal bow, and then rushes off and vanishes into the crowd.
Quinanon needs a bonus and a paid vacation, okay, after this.
Probably.
I know.
Yeah. It's okay. This is in
Poor baby can't
society,
even have a meal.
This is our job.
I know.
They get mandated PTO in level 1.
Okay, good.
We
The
get
benefits
provide-
are
and healthcare?
excellent. Oh yeah.
They
oh,
don't
yeah.
need healthcare. They're clerics and paladins. They're immune to poison
That's true.
Okay, fair.
They're immune to poison and disease.
and disease.
Yeah.
That's their
The ultimate
healthcare.
whores. I'm just kidding.
Your
Religion.
healthcare is the goddess. Oh.
Pray
But
2 times a day, call me
technically-
in the morning.
Yeah. No, technically in Lavalon, healthcare is socialized. Anyway.
Fair. While they're off talking, I think I go over to Apusan. When we have a second.
Mhm.
Obviously, I don't want to ruin the scene.
You have a second. This is Aelin took 30 minutes just to locate him.
Okay, yeah, I think I just go over to Apusan and I gently touch his arm and I'm sorry we doubted you, but you also have to admit that you did sound extremely insane.
Oh, I don't doubt that at all. I I just had a feeling that I'd eventually be proven right, so fielding warriors of doubts seemed like a waste of time.
It wouldn't have been, I'll admit that. The fact that you weren't really acknowledging our concerns just kind of snowballed it.
I will admit I probably didn't handle that part the best, and
Just mildly.
it may have seemed like I wasn't really valuing your input, which I understand is probably not the best way to do things. I was being inundated with essentially a horde of new knowledge, and that was, as you know, something in my field and my study and my interests.
No, I know.
Rare.
I need to be able to differentiate between when you are in danger and when you are just simply so deep
Enraptured by
delved
knowledge,
into
yes.
enraptured in your studies. It's very difficult to tell the difference, and I need your assistance in figuring out how to differentiate those.
Perhaps a call and response, a word that you give as a prompt and a word I give in response that shows either that I am coherent and of sound mind or in need of assistance.
Well, I suppose I could think of something like I could say, "Who are you?" And you could say, "The Argi of Wisdom." Something you wouldn't normally respond to with.
I would certainly sign as while a true answer, one that would indicate that I am in need of assistance.
That's what I'm thinking.
Something along those lines. Or I suppose I should just be more straight up front, and if you say, Busan, do you need help? And just say yes or no. I mean, that also gets straight to the point and is less of a cryptic response.
Well, I'm just thinking if you're of sound mind, you would be able to remember such a thing. You know what I mean?
True. That is very true. Although I will admit I forget things often too.
Understandable. All right, then. It'll have to do.
We'll do what we can. We'll certainly do what we
Did you...
can.
You were talking to him, or them, for a while. What exactly were you talking about?
Oh, it was recent. That was only in that room.
I know, but you kept... Well, I assumed you were talking to yourself for a minute until everything was... well... went to shit.
Revealed. Yes.
Yes.
Ah.
What were they saying?
They first said that this seemed like a surprise or a mistake on the part that I could see them in the first place. Which really threw me because it didn't... I don't have, as far as I'm aware, abilities to see things that I am not supposed to see. I can read things, for certain, but seeing things is new to me. So that was a surprise. They said things... Oh, well, I suppose I have to reveal this as well at this point. Said I was marked by a fragment, cursed to see through the shadows of the world.
Cursed.
Marked by a fragment. That's what gets my attention first. I'm certain I'm not cursed. We've tried, the cursed bottle thing, so I'm certain I'm fine. But It may not certain I'd like to be, but at the same time, we've tried that. We've identified my eye marking twice without any new information. But
You
yes,
said-
he's.
You've said before that you received that mark when you encountered a door, right?
Yes.
Was it this door?
No. It was a different one.
Hmm. Fragment.
Yes. Something that has power, I'm certain. Or at least had some power until we had it under control.
Has Opposon revealed to Nathrisa that it's a mark of Famfrit?
It's not a mark of Famfrit.
Oh.
But I believe that it was discussed that he received it after interacting with a location that was marked by Shamazi the Whisperer.
Yeah.
Oh God, I got them mixed up in my head. Fuck. Okay. Shamazi. Okay.
It was around an area where he had discovered the actual sigil of Shamazi.
Mm-hmm. So that is a place I do want to return at some point when we're ready for it.
Right. You may just... I mean, if they say you carry a fragment, you could also carry part of an Asper, if that's what they're saying.
Huh. I never thought about that. I did not consider that this might have been the result of a nest or something along those lines. That is very curious. Have you ever tried to? It seems like it's a curious thing, but I'm not certain it's right because it tried to control me. Yes.
I have a way we can test this, perhaps. I mean, I don't really understand it fully, but when you try to identify your mark,
yes,
you didn't see anything.
Correct.
You can try to identify mine, the one that I received from Belius.
If we have the time to do so, yes.
Aylin's been gone a while. I don't know when she's coming back.
All right. It does require me to have my hand on it for 10 minutes.
Oh, come on, Opposon. It's not like you haven't seen my bare breasts.
Seeing is one thing and touching is another. I'd like to make sure that it's understood.
She rolls her eyes. She's like, yes. It's important. Now,
yes, it's very
put
important.
your hand under my titty and I'd cast Identify.
Okay.
And I will undress and lift a titty so he can get to the mark.
I will do the non-ritual identification, and I will use it for a spell slot.
Okay. Just to make it quicker.
out of respect.
I am touching respectfully. Yes.
You can touch disrespectfully, Opposon.
When we're not busy.
Oh!
Ooh.
My goodness.
Sipping tea.
The tea's quite good today. Okay.
That is some hot tea.
You cast Identify on her mark. Can I have you go ahead and make that spell attack roll again?
Okay, I believe that is. I'm checking. It's a +8 dice.
I could not. I couldn't
nice.
have been touching his arm and helping him. Oh, fuck! Never mind.
23.
23. Okay. As the magic of Identify swirls down your arm, you speak the words into existence, reciting the quicker version of the spell, and actually expend your energy into it. As soon as it finishes and the runes flash, you do manage to gain some understanding of this. The mark upon Nethrisa is not a part of a spell, but the energy that you sense off of it, it doesn't return any exact specific information like you would with a magic object, where you know everything that it does, and you know the magic kind of like resonates in your mind. No, with this, what you sense is akin to a fragment of divinity. There is a divine power invested in this. With the strength of the magic that you invoked, with a 23, you would be able to kind of understand, to pick apart the feeling, the sensation that you get off of it, and know that this is a connection to a creature and an entity that exists beyond, and that its invocation summons them back from that liminal space.
Whereas what happens with my mark seems to be happening naturally as I do things.
Can I have you make a wisdom saving throw really quick?
Certainly. 16.
With a 16, as the ritual concludes, you've kind of blocked out and ignored most of the whispering that has been going on from your mark, seeming to invade your mind. And as you've been interacting with Nethrisa and mostly keeping your eyes on her, it's been silent for most of the time. But as the magic returns this energy and you focus on that, there's an echoing whisper from all around you that floods your mind. Brother, brother, brother.
Oh, eyes are going wide. Oh boy. Well then.
I'm sorry.
Well then. Nethrisa, you may be onto something.
Was I right? Did you get to the same thing where it's like nothing?
Oh. Well, the voices in my head were talkative. A little.
Okay.
Eyes are still kind of wide here, just kind of like processing this one.
Upson, you
Kind of
scared me.
looking at your. No. Maybe yes, but no. I can't speak for you. The voice in my head. It called. What do you have? Your connection. If I'm understanding and processing this properly. Brother.
Brother.
Yes. Do I have... And to gently touch the little mark on my eye. Do I have one of these as well, perhaps?
I think
That's along for the ride.
I mean, if Espers consider themselves to be brethren, then yes.
And in Adrona I go, the fuck?
Apusand, I don't know that word yet. What did you just say?
Later.
Okay.
I'm confused.
Okay. Around this time, Aelin, you'd come huffing and puffing back in.
Oh, I was waiting at the entrance for the other.
You're waiting at the entrance. Okay.
Yeah.
Then, unless you had more to do in that scene,
No, I'm
I'll
good.
move forward. Okay.
Yeah.
Then as you sit there in shock, eventually it concludes your short rest. And at the conclusion of the short rest, Aelin, you would see throngs of people are coming and going from the Temple of Min-esh, and you're just kind of like sitting anxiously outside, tapping your foot, leaning against a pillar. But with your perception, you would easily spot In the throngs of crowds going up and down the steps and nearby, you see a spot of blue.
Blue!
Yes, and eventually, emerging out of it is a figure robed in various shades of blue, intricate stitching, a long cloak that drapes all the way down to the ground, very, very distinctly Moon Elven. The velvet of it shines a little bit in the light, and as they approach, you see this figure, very short, probably about 5 feet tall, a little, very much slender, and you can tell they're almost like bony, but still very elegant in the way that they move. They glide up the steps, and as they pull back the hood, you see this man has their head shaved. They are middle-aged for a moon elf. Some kind of effect or scar or magic has rendered their left eye pure white. You don't see any scar, though. However, across various portions of their... Oh! Now, Theresa, everything is echoing. Okay, test.
She muted.
Okay. Across various portions of their hands and their face, you see moon runes that have been tattooed in. You glimpse them as they kind of like shimmer, but you get the sense that they cannot be seen by those who are not moon elves.
Aylin's kind of like, ooh, I want.
And they do a graceful greeting to you. Lady Aylin, I was told that you required me.
Yes, thank you. What's your name?
I'm Aluran.
Aluran.
Yes.
A pleasure, yes. Are you knowledgeable of the spell water breathing?
Indeed. Thwinanon informed me that you required me to cast this.
Yes, please come down this way.
As you wish. And he folds the cloak back around and in front of him and follows.
Speaking in Avalon, I'm like, how did you get those tattooed?
You have not met any of the Magisterium before, then?
I haven't.
We gain more as we grow in rank. For Gwathratir such as myself, this is all that you will see, but if you were to meet a Viriadran, they have many, and the Sinadron, there's barely any skin that is untouched by runes.
Ooh, very nice.
We carry the magic of Alunair within our very bones.
Wow, very impressive. I would say I only touch a small portion of her essence that I utilize in combat.
Each of us serves in our own way.
Of course. And is there any way that a water rune can manipulate water the way I think it could, or is it still just a more additive function of rune?
It can be done. There are many complex ways to weave the runes, the language of the moon, together.
It would probably require power runes, though, wouldn't it?
That would be the easiest.
She nods. Alright. Well, thank you. Hopefully your stay here in Sing Sala has been pleasant and educational.
It has been most enlightening. Alunair reveals many secrets here.
That she does. Well, I'm pleased to have you with us here in assisting our goal. And here are the chambers.
As you have descended at this point down through the chambers, and the rest of you hear kind of a conversation. In Avalon, so none of you know what is being said, but it's the very lilting, flowing language as they step into the chamber, and you see this figure accompanying her.
Oh, Aelin. I turn and my titty's still out.
Oh.
The figure lifts a hand and shields their eyes. They don't seem shocked by it necessarily, but they immediately put on an air of modesty for your sake.
Oh, I look down. Right.
Aelin.
I put my clothes back together.
No, Teresa, put the boob
You know
away.
I'm fast as fuck.
Yeah.
Just practically just leaps into your dress. Done.
So, this here is Aluran. He will be able to cast water breathing on us.
Just these 4? As he gestures on all 4 of you.
Yes.
And you require this now?
Yes. Well, we're going in, aren't we?
I looked to Apazan and then to the rest of the group.
I'd assume we are going in today, but before we do, there is something I need to talk to you guys about.
Okay. The spell lasts a day, right?
Yes. It will remain for the next 24 hours.
Excellent.
Very well. They roll up their sleeves, which are long and flowing. They drape down almost into tails of their own, but they fold them up and kind of tie them off at their shoulders, and you can see, Aelin, you can see, the rest of you cannot, runes wrapped down their arm. They don't pull out a book. Instead, their right hand goes over their left, and you can see, Aelin, that they are tracing along one of the sets of runes as they mutter something under their breath, and their other hand begins making the movements. And when they finish, there is a bubble that forms in their hand, and they throw it out in front of them and splits into 4 little bubbles that touch each of you. Boop, 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 boop. And they look over you all, nod with satisfaction. The magic should have taken hold. You may now breathe in the water if you need.
Excellent. Well, I hope you've been helping out in our previous research underwater.
Of course.
And I guess I'll go ahead and kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Can you pass a message on to Fuinanan that I would, if he can try and gather some information subtly about Skyne witches?
Skyne witches?
Yes.
He seems to think for a moment. My own research has only touched very briefly on magical creatures. I know that they are dangerous. Very little more, but I will speak with him.
Yes, thank you. This one is not as much of a priority as the other tasks I already assigned.
Understood. I will inform him immediately.
Alright, I give a gracious bow. I thank you for your assistance.
Of course, my lady.
You may take your leave.
Thank you. And I'll give my own formal bow.
He returns a moon elven one, not high elven, and then unrolls his sleeves and turns, sweeping out of the room with grace. The cloak just slowly sweeping along the floor behind him.
Alright. So...
what did you need to talk about, Cadre?
Yeah, out of character, I'm gonna throw a track and groovy if that's okay with the GM.
Sure. Okay. Give me
This-
one moment
Sure,
as I
sure.
rearrange audio sources.
Understood.
Oh, tell us when to play, Cadre.
Whenever Rex is done.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Is everyone ready?
Yep, just tell us when to hit play.
3, 2, 1, go. So we might die in here, and I have something I need to tell you beforehand. Do you guys remember the Black Blood?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
thing that made you act very strangely.
You know how I said it might not be the smartest idea considering I might lose my mind? Well, that was part of it, but not the main reason. The truth is... God, this is hard. The truth is, I knew that if I did it, there was a risk I might lose my mind, or more importantly, my memories, which would mean I might not remember you. I might forget all of you, and the truth is, that just wasn't worth the risk.
Aww.
IRL, I'm trying not to cry.
Aelin kind of gives that like smile frown, like the.
I know we might not come back from this, and I wanted you guys to know. That's all.
That's incredibly touching, Cadre. I do feel the same way, and I do care deeply for you as well.
I go in for a glomp.
Aelin. I was about to say uses arms of the astral self so she can touch all three of you. I'm kidding.
Let me just raise my key for this.
Yeah. So
I will
she.
use key to show love.
Yeah, she just touches the shoulders of the two closest to her and looks at you guys and she says, "You guys, you do mean a lot to me as well. I left Lavalon to experience the culture of the world, you know, see what's out there, and I didn't know I would end up making such extraordinary friends along the way. I'm very thankful for you."
If not for you all, I don't know if I would know how to function right now. So, to say that I appreciate and honestly love you all is an understatement. And Cadre, I'm glad you let this out first because I'm a little bit prideful, but I need you guys very desperately, and especially now. And Cadre, thank you.
Aelin's starting to tear up.
Coffee's eyes are very watery right now.
I
pull you into my bosom and I'm like, no.
I
And I'm just like, but stop talking like that. We're going to die. This is different.
I admit I am scared. I'm very scared, but y'all are the strongest people, well, some of the strongest people I know. I do know stronger back at home, but that's aside the point. You know,
I do know stronger.
That is one of my favorite things about you. You are honest.
Oh my god, please.
The oracular Moxanex. And yes, but y'all are the strongest friends, I would say. You know, that I have the pleasure of journeying with. And I'm glad that I can make this journey with all of you, and I trust you a lot. Apparently with my life.
Which is no small feat. Give them a big, big, big hug as well. Oh, you three have added more excitement to my life in the past few months than I've had in the past 50 years.
Oh.
And I can thank you all for making this this old Jaina experience some excitement once more. I wish to keep you all around as long as possible.
Just
let's not die in there, okay?
We'll make
Listen,
it.
I only have one gem on me. If you die, I'm gonna need another one.
Okay, I'll give you the 2 that I have.
Yeah, here.
Oh, all right. Oh.
Just give her. It's like 4 diamonds here.
As I'm like sniffling, I'm like, oh god.
We've got it covered. We've got it covered.
Oh god,
Don't
it's poking
worry.
me.
Amazing.
If we don't come back, they at least, Caradwin and Fuinana know that we were all here. So we have people that will come for us.
Indeed.
But we'll make it.
We'll do it. I say we should go in with confidence. Not overconfidence, but confidence.
Let's
Trust in each other.
not underestimate our enemy, and we all have each other's backs.
As we should, and as we do.
And I have.
Yeah. After all, you guys are the best friends I've got.
You're my best friend too. I love you guys. You're family. I give y'all
My
hugs.
best friend's my dad, but you guys are so close.
I just pull everyone in for a group hug.
Aww.
Yeah,
I'm not
this is so.
I'm teary-eyed, but I'm happy.
I'm not going to sully this experience with logic, but I'm enjoying this.
Yeah.
You all embrace in a large hug, knowing that the battle ahead of you is going to be intense and difficult if the last one was anything to go by. But, having a heartfelt moment. I think we're going to take a quick break, because the next thing that you're going to do is fight the Asper, and I need to go to the fucking bathroom and prepare something for that.
Go pee pee.
And we all need to dry our eyes.
Yes.
No, I'm not even kidding you. My nose is all watery, and I got that little heart swell where it's just like, oh god.
I was getting teary-eyed.
It's funny. Out of character, I do have some personal connections with other people, like in Opposite's life. I've known them for like 80 years.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, it's like 60 years is the one I'm specifically thinking about.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like Opposite's had some people last a long time in his life. But again, you've all provided so much excitement, and it's been invigorating.
Yeah.
So as you all rise from your hug and turn towards the door, we will
Pause.
fade the scene into a pause, and I am going to cut us to the break scene, and we'll be back in about 10 minutes or so. People, I just need to go to the bathroom, and I need to set up a map. So we'll see you guys shortly.
Yeah.
Stick around.
I want
Hello, everybody. We're back. Unfortunately, we've had a short discussion, and based on several factors, including the fact that, last time... Oh my god, the lighting. Last time, we had one of these Asper battles. It lasted for an entire session. We have decided that we are going to actually end the session early so that we can dedicate the entirety of next session to the battle itself. And this should allow me some time to do what I had originally intended to do, prepare a full battle map in the style that I'd done before, and just make sure that everything is really up to snuff on a really important battle in this story. So, sorry to everybody who came out tonight. Hopefully the session up till now has been enjoyable. Sorry for cutting it short. In exchange for this, I am going to, once we end this stream, start up another one and just do some gaming content for the rest of the night. So that we can relax together and enjoy Saturday. But yeah. So we will leave everything off with the heartwarming scene that we just experienced as the Cardinal Argi turn and make ready to face the Asper of Water, Famfrit, the Darkening Cloud. Yeah.
I think
Mhm.
this will be good because next session we'll be able to pick up on going straight to the door instead of all the preparations that we need before combat, because that's already been done.
Yeah. The creature is ready, but the area is not, and I want this to be perfect. Hey, Lilith. You showed up right at the end, sort of, but, sort of, because we're gonna be having a second stream. Yeah, it's fine. We're gonna be wrapping up the episode for now, and we're gonna be moving on to other stuff. So, if the players want to say anything on the way out, or chat wants to ask some quick questions or anything, we can now interact with chat now that the story is over for the day.
I'm good.
Okay. Cool. Then we can jump.
Something actually that I think, while we were in the break, we are kind of talking about like awesome or memorable moments in our D&D campaign, and I think that would be awesome if any of the viewers want to share a awesome or memorable moment that they had in their D&D.
Fair. If anybody has anything to share, I know that a lot of people were just kind of lurking and listening to us in the background.
Yeah.
Some even falling asleep to us. So it's okay. No
Dulcet
pressure.
tones.
Yeah.
Hello.
Now, did you wake up when I screamed, "Now grab my titty"?
Good question, chat. Good question. Well, all
I'm only
chat.
asking the hard-hitting question.
Well, it
Exactly.
sounds like they are pretty sleepy.
Yeah.
So that's fine.
Chat's just chilling.
Just
Alright.
thought I'd put it out there.
No worries, no worries. Hi, Arch. What's up? Well, thanks everybody for coming out anyway. Really appreciate you all being here and supporting the show, and get excited for next week. The battle should be intense. Like I said, the last one lasted practically 4 hours. So, yeah. And I've
So nearly died.
Yeah,
We did die.
It could very easily have been a
even worse.
TPK. Oh, coming out? What, Gur? What? Oh, I get it. I just heard touch my titty.
Oh, yes.
Yup.
See, now people are waking up.
Now people are waking up. Yeah, Nethrisa talked about tits, and now everybody's here.
Boobs.
You
What?
could say my milkshakes bring all the boys to the yard.
Oh God.
And girls.
You love me and you know it.
I do. I just hate that.
I love you. I just hate that.
Nethrisa has milkshakes. Cotter has cake.
Barbecue sauce on titties. That has been
just have
done.
a whole damn
I got-
bar.
I got them hands. I don't know.
Apparently, like a.
Them hands. You got a lexicon.
I've got a book. Okay, there we go.
Whipped cream on titties. Ooh. Concon's cake. What about Concon's cake? Ooh.
I just be throwing them
cake?
hands.
Is Con now a nickname
Milkshake,
for
cake,
Cadre?
hands, and a lexicon.
No, Concon is Conrad. They're another
okay.
streamer. Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, what about Concon's cake, Gur? You brought it up. Now it's on you. Now you gotta tell me. Let's go ahead and... I heard something about Concon's cake? Oh, no, you heard Cadre's cake.
Cotter's got cake. Multiple varieties.
Yeah. Multiple varieties. We still
Many
need...
different flavors.
We still need a... We still need a thing to put on merch for Abusan's thick lexicon.
I know.
We need to
I
figure
just
that
am
out.
having a hard time figuring out how I want to design this.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it would just be Opusand, mostly naked or pants open, and where you'd expect that to be, instead, there's just a massive book.
Yes.
Yes, I love it. I love it. It's like that. It's like, oh, where is that? I gotta find this meme picture.
Oh no.
I mean, this
considered
is-
this. It has to look like.
I'm gonna drop something in
Phallic.
the. I'm dropping something in the private chat.
Not
Okay,
phallic, not
okay.
phallic.
Let me-
It's gotta
let
be.
me
It's gotta
check,
go
let
on
me
a
check.
T-shirt.
Fair.
It does. Yes, it does have to be
It does
within
have to go on a
Teespring's terms of service,
Mhm.
which are lenient enough to allow my ocelot on there. So, if you've seen the way that I did it, yeah.
Basically, something along these.
No. Oh, good God!
Wait, what? Where did you post it?
Christ.
Private chat.
Private chat.
Okay.
Christ Almighty, that is a very thick lexicon. Whew. Here,
just that, but it's in like thick leather bound and has like runic sigils on either end.
All right. Well, let me
Abuson's thick leather bound lexicon.
get through closing announcements, and then I can end stream so that we have a nice, neat little video to export, and then I'll immediately start up the other one, and we'll figure out what we're doing. Cool. So everybody, thank you for coming out. Thank you for supporting the show. Really appreciate it. Sorry for the short session today, but the next one is going to be even better. Promise. So, make sure that you are here next Saturday at 10 p.m. Central Standard Time to catch Mythos Vanesia Nightfall Episode 12. 11.5? 12. We'll just call it 12. We'll make it easy. The music that you're listening to now, the music that you've heard throughout the session, for the most part, is courtesy of Ian Fisher at Tabletop RPG Music. Please give them a look. You can use exclamation music in the chat if you would like to check them out. There's a link to their YouTube and Patreon. Tabletop RPG Music on both. Show them some love. Use them in your own campaigns. They're great. If you would like to support the ongoing streams, we do have merch in the store that you can purchase. We are continuing expanding the merch store with new ideas, but there's already some Mythos Vanesia Nightfall related merch that you can take a look at. Additionally, we do have a Patreon, patreon.com/thegrinninggamer. For just $1 a month, you can show support to the channel. For $3 a month, you can get access to custom homebrew content that we use in our own campaign. And be excited, because once we get to work on that mass combat system, that will eventually end up on the Patreon as well. So yeah, you can check that out. Oh, right, yes. The ongoing goal up above, we still have a goal of $1,200 to fund my move and Chi's move to Nebraska. You guys have been so generous so far. We have 36 days left to go on that. So give what you can, but not more than you can. Please make sure that you take care of yourselves. I think that's about it. Stick around, everybody. Although we're ending stream here, I'm going to be back in just about 10 minutes live again with some quality gaming content for you all. Maybe just a bit of a hangout, too. If people want to stick around to chat, we shall see. Love all of you. You guys are amazing. And until next Saturday, keep grinning, gamers.